All right, so let's actually compute an example of variance and standard deviation. So I left up one of the PDFs from last time, and it's the PDF for the random variable W. And so W can take on the values 60, 80, or 100, and these are the probabilities. So the first step is to find the expected value. Notice here I'm using the random variable X. When we find everything here, I'm using the random variable W. All right, so let's first find the expected value. Well, how do we do that? We have to multiply these two columns by each other. So 60 times 1/10 is 6. 80 times 8/10 is 64. And 100 times 1/10 is 10. And so the expected value of W is 80. We just add those three numbers up. All right, so you know how to do that already. The next thing we do is we take all of the values in the first column, we subtract the expected value, and then we square that. And we're going to write that over here. So 60 minus 80 is negative 20. Negative 20 times negative 20 is positive 400. All right. 80 minus 80 is 0, and 0 times 0 is 0. And then 100 minus 80 is 20, and 20 times 20 is 400. Okay, so that's the next step. Then we multiply all of these numbers by the probabilities. All right, so 400 times 1/10 is 40. 0 times 8/10 is 0. 400 times 1/10 is 40 again. And then we add these up, and we get that the variance of W, and you write it var, and then you put your random variable, is equal to 80, because we just add those together. So the variance of W is 80. And now we should find the standard deviation, but that's fairly straightforward. The standard deviation of W is just the square root of the variance. And the notation that we use for standard deviation is a sigma. It's a lowercase sigma. It's a Greek letter. So sigma is equal to the square root of 80, which is approximately 8.94, but you can feel free to leave it as the square root of 80. So now we've computed the variance and the standard deviation of this random variable.